And welcome back to what I believe is part 6 of What If Bardock and Gine had gone to Earth with Goku. So, last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, half of our Z Warrior Battalion had gone to Namek to stop the mighty Frieza from getting the Dragon Balls. Raditz, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Krillin had wound up meeting up with Vegeta to get the Dragon Balls to away from Frieza. Now they had a couple Dragon Balls with them, courtesy of Vegeta. But they still had to get the other Dragon Ball from the Grand Elder, Guru. Along the way, Krillin and Piccolo got their inner potential unlocked. Power level-wise, around 100,000 for Vegeta. Krillin was 70. Now with it's all said and done, Krillin is about, 8. So I'm doing the math real quick in my head. Initial 8. So he was. Oh man, I just blanked on what he would have been. I just did this video literally yesterday. I'm pre-recording this on Monday. Math, do math in your head. Do math in your head here, because they also they had gravity training going on too. Raditz, Piccolo, and Krillin. Krillin was around 70,000 when he got there. It's an 8 times, so that would have put him at 560. And then when you do the actual math after that, it's going to put him somewhere around the neighborhood of 3,000? 3,000. 3 million, give or take? No, about 2.5. 2.5 when it's all said and done. Right now he's around a little over 500,000. Actually, over half a million. So 5,600. Piccolo right now is around 1.2 million. When he gets his hidden potential unlocked. Raditz right now is also comfortably sitting at about 3. I'm sorry, the wind just blew. The wind, it's very windy out. Is comfortably sitting around 300,000, and we haven't even gotten to Goku, Bardock, and Gohan yet. But the catch is here. Everyone was able to sense Piccolo's energy increase around 1.2 million. When he increased his power, and unlike the rest of the Z fighters, he's still more careless about his power. He's sensing in his haste, thinking, "Oh, can I actually be Kakarot with this power and all this?" So he kind of flexes a bit, and then eventually does lower it back down. Unfortunately, that reading was picked up by the readers, the sensors on Frieza's ship. After they analyzed that and confirmed that there was someone that powerful on the planet besides Frieza. Frieza's not taking any chances, and he went to his final form, which everyone could sense that. And Piccolo's just like, oh, crap. And, Vegeta's like, ugh. Meanwhile, the Ginyus are on their way to aid Frieza. So, we cut to them showing up, saying, oh, Lord Frieza, I see you here, and you chose to be in your most powerful. Yes, the Ginyu. It seems like someone more powerful on this planet than even my previous forms. It's like, that can't be, Lord Frieza. No, it is. Our readers picked it up ourselves. Well, here's that new improved scouting order. Oh, thank you, Ginyu. Now, could you be a dear and fetch the few Dragon Balls Vegeta apparently has? Our senses indicate that the Dragon Balls are somewhere in the other regions over there. So, the Ginyus go after to find the Dragon Balls. Or to find the Dragon Balls. To find the Dragon Balls. And they run into Raditz, Vegeta, Piccolo, Krillin, and Dende, surprisingly. No, Dende stuck around for a little bit. Krillin, Piccolo, Raditz, and Vegeta. Now, luckily, every one of them can easily take on even Captain... Vegeta would struggle with Captain Ginyu. Captain Ginyu is still technically stronger than he is, but everyone could literally just waste everyone else in the Ginyu Force. So after a brief skirmish, everyone in the Ginyu Force dies. There is no changing because everyone, minus Krillin, everyone on that team at this moment is ruthless. There'd be no allowing Captain Ginyu to change. It would just be dead. Meanwhile, in space, we have 2 father-son duos. Remember, Kakarot is the son of Bardock. Gohan's the son of Goku. 2 dads, 2 sons. They've been training, and that's when they'll show up. Now, in their 8-day training, how they progress. Well, Gohan's obviously going to get the biggest progression among them. Training in the Gravity Chamber. Like Krillin, he can't get to even the full 100,000, I would imagine. But being a Saiyan, he can get to a higher form of gravity than maybe 50 times gravity. So I would say 75 times Earth's normal gravity for Gohan. Now that being said, where does that put everyone else? I mean, because Goku we had around 800,000. Bardock was around 7. Or I keep saying Goku. I gotta remember he's Kakarot in this version. Kakarot is around 700. Around 800,000, and Bardock was around 700,000. And Gohan was initially around 3,000. When the training's all said and done, I do fully believe Gohan's around 150,000 after the fact. Between just training between the Gravity Chamber's actual training and having his dad and his grandfather there. Goku and Bardock also having their own training going on there would likely they'd likely be in their millions at this point. Goku probably would even be around Piccolo's strength level. Bardock would be around, say, 1 million. Goku around 1.2 million. Now, should be noted, these guys, Goku does not have Kaioken in this version because he's never gone to see King Kai. There was never any point on of him to go to Snake Way. I mean, there's a point, but there was no opportunity to go to Snake Way to go visit King Kai. So we cut to them showing up on Earth. Piccolo's kind of beating up the Ginyu Force at this point. Now, when it's all said and done, Piccolo will be around 3,000 or 3 million. Sorry, not quite, but around 3 million. So Frieza is showing up there, and he's looking for the Dragon Balls. Finds Lord Guru, Nails stalls him, but gets his ass whooped even more or wholeheartedly than he did previously. You are not the individual who had the 1,200,000 power level, or 1.2 million. Dende's on his way, and he goes to heal everyone. Everyone's pretty much the same as they were. Krillin at this point is trying to think here. He's also virgin on his full power around 3 million. They explain Guru, but there'd be no time because Frieza shows up. Because they don't actually need the Dragon Balls for anything. They don't need them. I mean, Vegeta wants it, but everyone there, Vegeta can't get immortality, so he's gonna have to just suck on that bullet for a while. Maybe come back to try taking them after it's all said and done. And as they're all discussing what their game plan is, all of them who can sense energy, which is pretty much everyone, just turns around and like, do. And it's like, oh, thank you very much, monkeys. Oh, and another Namekian. What fun. And Baldwin, are you a Namekian? Are you a Saiyan? You look Saiyan-ish. Though it's really hard to tell when it comes to you monkeys. You all look alike. Who's that racist? So, Frieza's laughing, and they're all just ready to. They weren't quite prepared, because Bardock wasn't certain how powerful Frieza was. Bardock only ever knew Frieza in his first form. He didn't realize he was this strong. So it's like, oh, this might have been a bad move. It's like, no, Dad, we can do this. Dad, oh, so you're this one's father? How charming. Oh, are you the grandson? Oh, it's a family reunion. It's a family event day. Why do we play Kill You? It's like, well, how do you play it? Oh, God, why? So, Frieza, not being able to actually sense powers, and his scouter would have broken around any one of their major readings. Surprisingly, Krillin and Piccolo are both stronger than Goku at this point, by the way. Frieza is still at that 1-ish% that he actually is at, or a couple percentages he's at, around 3 million. Gives right. So, who wants to go first? It's like, tell you what, Frieza, why don't I show you how it's done? And then just whips Vegeta's butt. It's like, okay, you wanna try that again together? No, my pride, right? My pride. I was like, yeah, your pride's kind of hurting right now, as is my spine. It's like, Dende, could you? Well, actually, they don't know about that part yet. It's like, So now Piccolo, Goku, and Bardock both square off. Father's like, Gohan, I need you to stay behind. But I'm here to help. This. Like, yeah, that was before. This guy's way too strong for you. He might even be too strong for us. But we got to try anyway. So try anyway. So they go toe-to-toe with Frieza. Now, two individuals with power levels around 1,000,000 is definitely something even that a suppressed Frieza would struggle, and they're both much better fighters than he is. So he can still handle them without too much difficulty, but he does have to put effort in. And then at that point, Krillin and Piccolo both come in, and at this point, they're almost equal to him. So now Frieza's actually having time to fight 4 individuals at once. 2 of them are almost as strong as he is, and he is now in trouble. Frieza's like, blasted monkeys, blasted green slugs. Then he just does some death beams, and one of them does hit Piccolo, and one hits Piccolo straight in the shoulder. The other hits Krillin almost with the heart. Just, Krillin, no! And then Goku gets like a bit of a rage boost briefly. Powers up to like, I don't know, let's say 5 times his power, which would put him at, what, 6 million? And just, boom! It just cracks in the Frieza. So, Frieza just... Filthy monkey, why don't I show you what the real power is like? And the power's up to his 50% form. Meanwhile, Dende is healing Krillin, heals up Piccolo, who does get his little, micro boost. And he does even heal up Vegeta, I'd imagine. Vegeta probably gets a nice little Zenkai boost of his own, probably around in where he was initially in the can, though he's not that strong in this version. So let's say 2 million is what he's at. Now let's just actually say for even solid numbers, he's around 1 million. So he gets he gets that buffer. Unfortunately, Goku and Bardock at this point just are getting the crap kicked out of them. They even pull out the fake. Bardock even pulls out the fake moon. It's like, got no choice. And then pulls out the fake moon, the artificial moon, and they both go into Ozaru around 12 million versus 10 million, and they try. Maybe Goku gets a lucky hit on Frieza, but they're just not. It's not working. It's just not working. Piccolo comes in as Frieza basically knocks out Bardock. Goku just kind of sees his dad go down, just rages out on him, and then he just gut checks Goku. Just boom, Goku goes down. Basically, they revert back to their normal forms. Just butt ass naked. Well, Bardock's clothes are stretchier, I'd imagine. But butt ass naked on Goku's part. Meanwhile, because Frieza can't sense energy, like, all right, that's enough. That's enough playtime. Now you're going to tell me how these Dragon Balls work, or you're going to die. In fact, why did I sweeten the deal? Why don't I make this a bit more why don't I get the point across more? You're dying first, and it's Bardock and then all of a sudden, special big cannon. It's like, and then Frieza actually just, boom. Piccolo's been charging that thing for a while now, which it increases the power the longer you charge it. Piccolo, Frieza is able to avoid a fatal hit, but he actually just loses an arm. You great slug! Then comes in and just grabs it's throttling Piccolo. Then he again is healing the others, and at this point Frieza actually sees him healing him. So that's how they've been getting up. And it's like, well then, and just throws Piccolo, and nearly kills Piccolo. Piccolo's and it's like, you'll not be healing anymore. As he barely finishes healing Bardock, however hears Kienzan or Destructo Disc, and then Frieza's got to get out of the way, but his tail gets sliced this time. Just you, and it's like, yeah, no, you're starting to miss it. You don't look like a whole man anymore, do you, buddy? Huh? It's like, was that really the best you had? Leave me alone. I'm not good at this. So, Krillin and Vegeta are both doing the best they can. Bardock gets up, who now has gotten a solid Zenkai. I'm going to put him maybe at the 4 million marker. Goku will be at the 5 million when he comes back up. So this time, Frieza's just, he's got to fend him with half a tail, his legs, and one arm. Now he's just... Now he's still much stronger than all of them, but he's now at a very strong disadvantage here. That's it. To hell with this! Destroying this entire planet! He tries to get his death ball going, enhances it maybe about half the size he normally would until, Piccolo and Krillin both kind of, or not Piccolo, but Krillin and Vegeta just boom, get him a good gut punch. Oh, fine, goodbye. And this planet, and then he's throwing the planet, but to destroy the planet. This planet will die. You'll all die. No, not again. And Bardock here. This is the interesting thing. Bardock's getting flashbacks, but it's like, no, not again. And then just grabs like, no. And Goku's there like, Dad, no, what are you doing? And Kakarot is like, you can do it. Kill this bastard. Kill him for all of us. And then he basically turns into the Ozaru again, looking at the moon, and while doing Kamehameha, Ozaru Kamehameha, and just starts to blow the death ball back. Vegeta or Frieza just whacks both Krillin and Vegeta around, enhances the power of the ball, and just starts to overwhelm the Ozaru Bardock, who is much stronger at this point, but still is just it's not enough power. Frieza is still much stronger than him, unfortunately. It's 60 versus 40. That's still a significant difference. He's over third. He's not twice as strong, but he's 50% stronger than him, which is a significant amount. And he just started over, and what little actual of his personality still there looks at his son. It's like, do good, Goku. It's almost like that mental link between father and son. Just be good, do good, Goku. Kakarot, I'll always be proud of you. And and he's just like, Dad, no, Dad. It's like, no, it's a Grandpa. It's like, yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Brad. It's like, be good for your dad. Be good for your mom. And then, he finds he's able to stop the death ball. Basically, he takes the brunt of the death ball. Full Ozaru taking the brunt of the death ball and unfortunately, there's not much left of him after that. There's basically his arms, his legs, his head, but he's gone. Honestly, I think there'd be less than that. There probably wouldn't be much left, or maybe just there's just some singe of his clothes. He basically takes the brunt of it and just is gone. And Goku and Gohan just stare at Goku's like, Dad, does it? It seems that fool Bardock. It seems that fool Bardock already was good for something after all. He taught me that I can incinerate an Ozaru. That was fun. Who's next? And all of a sudden, now, if Krillin, his friend dying in front of him, caused him to hit Super Saiyan, yeah, you better freaking believe watching his dad, man who's raised him his entire life, has always been there, his male role model, sacrifice himself and die in front of him, doesn't just trigger Goku. It also triggers the grandson, who's always known his grandfather being there and be a tough but lovable guy, and he's looked up to him just like he's looked up to his dad, and he wants to be like his dad, and partly like his dad's grandpa when he grows up. They both just shout and scream, ah! And then all of a sudden, just energy just radiating off him, and you just get this rage for him. Goku and Gohan are both Super Saiyans standing there, and Frieza's like, what is this? Or I keep saying Goku, but Kakarot and Gohan are both Super Saiyans just standing there. Now, Gohan really wouldn't be that powerful. He sadly wouldn't. He'd only be around, let's see, about 7.5 million. Not a very big power. Impressive, nonetheless, but not a very big power level. Goku would be around 250 million, which outclasses anything Frieza has at this point. And after we get done with the Namek saga, I'm going to stop using actual numbers for power levels because I get so many people who, try to correct me and say, oh no, the numbers are this and this and this. Like, look, I'm just going to kind of scale it in my head how I think it would be and go from there. But Goku's just looking, I'm just shaking with rage. And Kakarot is. And remember, Kakarot is still a very good-natured person. He gave Frieza a chance during the original series. But he just watched his dad die. And he's been raised by his dad. So he's got a bit more of a lust for battle. His temperament's still solid Kakarot / Goku. But a bit more unforgiving, I'd imagine. And yeah, this Frieza doesn't make it off Namek. This Frieza's done. Because we have time, but take two, and then Goku or Kakarot just comes in, just looks at him straight in the eye, just death in his eye, and Frieza's just, and then Goku's just, I'm just used to saying Goku. Kakarot just snaps his arm, no, I only have the one good one, and Goku's like, no, don't worry, or Kakarot's gonna be, don't worry, you won't have any good ones after this, and then just boom. And just starts wailing on him, venting on him, and then finally just throws him out. Kame, Hame. Kind of does what he does in GT with having two Kamehamehas in both hands, and just then just and then just gone. Frieza's gone. Suguru does unfortunately pass in this case, but using the Earth Dragon Balls, they work something out, bring back the Namekians, including Guru, and then everything is passed on properly. So ultimately, yeah. But they do have to. So they use the Namekian Dragon Balls to luckily wish Bardock back. Who's like, oh well, that was short. It's like, what took you so long, Dad? It's like, yeah, don't worry, son. I'm still here. You can't get rid of me that easy. Dad's like, yeah, Grandpa. It's like, hey, and then Bardock was able to see that stuff from heaven. So. As that was going on, because I'm certain he wouldn't go straight to heaven. He'd probably be viewing it from the other world, thanks to maybe some Yama allowing him or something along those lines. And he sees them turn into Super Saiyans, like, you actually became the legend he feared, the legend we all hoped you could be. Vegeta's would be shocked and livid at this point. Just how is this possible? How did you do it? And there's like, what do you mean, Vegeta? And what do you mean? What do we do? And then they look at the reflection and watch, like, why is her hair blonde? So there'd be some comedic moments that Vegeta would probably still go out on his own and try to become a Super Saiyan, train, everything along those lines. And more or less it ends with everyone and I just realized I did forget to include Raditz in this fight. Raditz would have lost pretty quickly, ultimately. I mean, he would have tried and he failed, but then they would have, him and Vegeta, he probably would have gotten a Zaru too for a brief moment of time, probably gotten his butt kicked, and probably gotten a solid Zenkai. Being a little stronger than Vegeta, probably around 1.5 million. So that's where we're going to leave it off on power levels there. So more or less what ends up happening is they all go to Super Boys. Vegeta vows that he's going to return to Namek. However, there's going to be one wish I'm certain placed on the planet. It's like, except for the people who know about us, don't let anyone find us. So like a veil to protect them from like Frieza or cold or anything like that. So ultimately, the day is saved by our heroes. Goku and Gohan have both unlocked Super Saiyan. Very fascinating. Vegeta goes off the pout. There will be no Yard Rat, which means no instant transmission, and they still don't have Kaioken. Though Bardock theoretically could have learned it, but just not enough time would have passed. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it off. They have defeated Frieza. You got Giant Ape Goku, Giant Ape Goku and Bardock. An ape got blasted by Frieza. You would get a nice moment of father saying, recognizing you were the future son. You're like, I love you. So I think that's where we're going to leave it off. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I am aware I did ramble a bit on this one. I do apologize for that. I thought I had it all planned out, but a couple things did rear up. I'm like, oh, wait, there was that issue as well. And I know someone's going to come on, you should just write it down, whatever. It's like, yeah, get off my case. I used to write it down, but for some reason it just didn't flow well because I would have to constantly go and looking at notes in that case. And then I'd have to look there and back and there and back and there and back. I mean, there's writing a script and then there's memorizing the script. And if I have to memorize a script, why not just do it off my head if I can just remember it in my head? Just occasionally things come up during the video that I didn't account for when I initially did it in my head. I digress, though. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. So if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. And ideas for would win. Star Wars, Super Hero, Magic, What If. Anything to do in the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.